Mr. Epstein, are you a scientist?
No, philosopher.
You're a philosopher.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is the Environment and Public Works Committee. I think it's interesting we have a philosopher here talking about an issue.
It's to teach you how to think more clearly.
Well, you don't have to teach me how to think more clearly. You don't
I
have
think
to
I
try running for the Senate on your platform.
You have to integrate the big
I'm not
picture
asking
data.
you anything. I'm telling you that all you have to know is you're a philosopher, not a scientist, and I don't appreciate getting lectured by a philosopher about science.
The energy industry is the industry that powers every other industry. To the extent energy is cheap, plentiful, and reliable, human beings thrive. To the extent energy is unaffordable, scarce, or unreliable, human beings suffer. When we evaluate energy policies, such as President Obama's efforts to restrict cheap, plentiful, reliable fossil fuels and mandate solar and wind, it's worth asking, has this been tried before? The answer is much milder versions of the president's energy policy have been tried in Europe, and they've resulted in skyrocketing energy prices every time. Take Germany. Over the last decade, Germany pursued the popular ideal of running on the unreliable energy from solar and wind. But since unreliable energy can't be relied upon, it has to be propped up by reliable energy, mostly fossil fuels. The solar panels and wind turbines are an unnecessary and enormous cost to the system. The average German pays 3 to 4 times more for electricity than the average American. It's so bad that Germans have had to add a new term to the language: energy poverty. The United States should learn from the failed German experiment. Using more fossil fuels, along with other cheap, plentiful, reliable sources, such as nuclear and hydro, also opposed by most of the environmentalist movement, is a moral imperative. Where you're restricting a crucial life-enhancing product, the more expensive you make it, the more you hurt poorer people in particular. So we see even in the wealthier countries that lots of people can't afford their electricity bills or can't afford many other things that stem from electricity bills. Energy is the industry that powers every other industry. So when the price of energy goes up, the price of everything else goes up. When the price of energy goes down, the price of everything else goes down. So every aspect of your life, you can't even isolate one because it's the cost of your food, the cost of your clothing, the cost of your shelter, the success of your business, your ability to take a vacation, the cost of, all the different modern miracles, the cost of your healthcare. They're all tied to energy. Whenever anyone talks about something that even increases the price of energy a little bit, you have to think about that is killing people. That's making them suffer. That's preventing them from being able to afford medical care. That's making their food more expensive. Every aspect of life is made worse.